Hello, everyone. Welcome to DJABBEYG Gospel Show, all titled The Lockdown Show. We're here with another wonderful guest today. I know you are ready. Please invite your friends, your neighbors, your families. It's time to praise the Lord again on our show tonight. It's going to be another wonderful gospel artist ministering to us. Don't forget, keep it dial here, 9 p.m. every day. We have a surprise guest waiting for you to bless your soul. So hope you're ready today to get your praise on. Before we bring our guest on, we'll play one of our songs and then we'll bring our guest on. So please use this opportunity to share and tell your friends about it. It is DJABBEYG Zoom and Facebook live show with your guest. Yeah, there you're listening to Funmi Williams is our guest tonight. Let's rise up and welcome her as she comes to the podium and explain this song to us. I know some of you may be thinking, was she singing in Greek or Gentile? Welcome, Funmi Williams. You're welcome to the show tonight.
Good evening, my brother Abby. It's nice to be on the program. Thank you for this opportunity and privilege. And hello, everyone out there. Good evening and welcome to the show too.
Yes. Yeah, so tell us about this album we just played for those who don't understand the Greek we speak.
Okay, the song is in my native language called Yoruba, and it has to do with just, praising God generally, just thanking God, because with that song, that particular album is titled Dinimo, and it was my second album. And I think after we were trusting God for a fruit of the womb for almost 7 years. And at that point in time, God said, go do that album. And I only had a limited amount of money. And God said, no, leave UK and go to Nigeria and go and do it. So that album, I carried the pregnancy of our first baby to go and do that album.
Wow. Wow. So that's an encouragement for someone. God will always keep to his words. So, So when you obeyed, what happened?
Well, I think that album was done within 2 weeks of me being in Nigeria and being pregnant. I did have some challenges while I was there with the pregnancy, but I was fine. I came back and got so good. I came back in good health. The baby was fine. Nothing was wrong.
Wow.
And with that album, I think that album also was an album that within the first year of actually I put, I think, roughly about 1,500 into that album. And within the first year of doing it, I recovered the money back.
Wow, that's a great testimony. God is also a provider. He provides for us once he sponsors a vision. Wow, that is amazing. It's been a long time you've been coming in terms of praise and worship and writing songs. You must be over 20 or 30 years itself.
Definitely.
Doing gospel music. Wow. Yeah, it's amazing when you're still praising the Lord. And, a lot of people think this ministry is kind of like career or business. But, it's a calling in itself. The good, the bad, we need to be in there. So how would you describe yourself if somebody was listening to you for the first time and saying, what kind of artist is Funmi Williams?
I would say I'm a praise and worship leader.
Okay.
So I'm first a worshiper. I'm also a praise and worship leader. And most of my songs that I write are mostly praise and worship songs. They are songs that help you, direct you in the presence of God, or lead you or point you in the direction of God, as in praising him and worshiping him and adoring him and just giving him praise generally,
So like I said, looking at your profile, and you've been around for a very, very long time.
You know that very well, don't you?
So, being an artist, you probably have met so many people, so many artists. If somebody is listening to you right now and is thinking of going into gospel music, has a vision for God to have an album, or God has given them a word to go and do this CD or an album, what advice would you have for them? A lot of the young ones coming up the scene now.
I would say most importantly, you've heard God. Once you've heard God, then you now need to, on your own part, start saving money. Don't wait. God expects us to step out in faith. So if you step out in faith, God will bring those that will add to whatever you have. And you need to also keep God. Not that he doesn't know, but you need to keep him, is like in telling him what the progress is. Okay, Father, I need to obey your word. I've heard. Then the next thing is for you to start saving money, and then trusting God for those also that can support you financially, and those that as will lead, those that can lead you or guide you as relating to that, because sometimes we do need mentors. We need mentors in this area so that you don't deviate or derail away from what God has called you, depending on what he has called you to do. And then you also need to pray and carry God along. Make sure you are telling God every step of the way what is needed, what you've done, what you cannot handle, people that you need to come around you, to whether vocalists, musicians, and God will connect you along the way. Just like I met you a couple of years ago, I've met every other person that has come into my life. I've been people that God has connected me with miraculously.
Amen. So what inspires you to write music? Is there something, is it about your life experience?
For my kind of music, for the kind of music that I write, it's love for God. Love for God. I've seen working with God, looking into God's faithfulness, those are things that, actually make me to write songs. And many of my songs, I would say, I don't necessarily write. Some of them I get them in dreams, or some of them I just hear them in dreams.
Wow.
So then probably sometimes I have to do a bit of working, a bit of tweaking. Sometimes it just comes like that, downloaded, and that's it. So I would say it's my love for God and my walk with God and experiences of God in my life and in my family. And then sometimes I've looked at, God's creation as well, and think, oh God, you are wonderful, you are beautiful, that, and songs come up, so it's basically adoration and love of God and thanking God for the salvation of my soul,
That is very, very true. Over the years, you've worked with a lot of producers. You've done collaboration with a lot of artists. Who would you say is a joy working with among your producers?
All of them. My first producer was Tivio, is a Ghanaian brother. And then I had Tosin Alao for a number of years. And starting with Only You was Pastor Femi Olaiya. So, and it's been joyful working with every one of them. I've learned, don't forget, we don't stop learning. So there are things I still don't know how to do, where they would tell me, oh no, Funmi, do it like this, do it like that. Yeah. So I've enjoyed working with every one of them. I've only had 3, and Pastor Femi Olaiya is the 3rd one. So I've enjoyed working with all of them. Totally, I'm telling you, it's been fun. It's been fun, and it's been a learning curve for me also, as well. And then meeting other musicians, while I'm working, it's been fun. All of them. I can't say a particular one.
You can't say any particular one.
I've enjoyed working with all of them because every experience, every producer is totally different, and every experience of every album or song that you record is also different. Every time you're in the studio, it's a different experience.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. That's true. What about artists as well? I know you've done collaboration with a lot, who has been a great joy to work with.
Collaboration, are you saying now? Or
thinking in the past, who have you collaborated? Who have you sang with?
I've sang with a number of people. Some might not be known. Some have been in their native language. I call him, it's in Shekiri language. And that was in Warri. And then I collaborated also with my junior sister, Adiola Theophilus. As well as a number of other people that I've collaborated with, but not with some of them I've recorded, those 2 I've recorded albums with, but some of them have not necessarily recorded album, but we've done, you know, like, how will I call it, joint praise and worship leading together. So I think I am going to be moving into that phase. I don't know when yet and with whom yet.
Wow, praise and worship.
Yeah.
So yeah, we shall play one of your. I think this will be one of your current songs, Only You, and then we'll come back to the interview right after this musical interlude.
Thank you.
I shall start that song from beginning again. I think a lot of people are requesting that I kick it off from the start again. So we shall do that.
Only you. salvation. 'Cause you died and rose again. You are the only lover of my soul. Only you. Will I serve? Come on, let's go.
Wow, that is a wonderful, wonderful song. Sister Funmi, that doesn't sound like a praise and worship to me.
No,
that sounds jazz.
that one is still praise, but it's a jazz praise.
That wasn't praise and worship, oh, as my people say. Yeah.
That was my first single. That was my
jazz
first
in
single.
the church.
Yeah, I know. That one can be done in the church. It can be done in the church.
Hallelujah. We bless God. So,
hallelujah.
If you tell us that song, how did you come by it?
Actually, that song is quite old.
Okay.
It's about a song in the 90s.
Wow.
Early 90s. And I remember this song particularly. I had a lot of people approach me to buy it off me, and I refused to sell the song. And as of that time, some of the parts of the song that I had right now that I used in it were not there. Just the chorus was there, only you, Liza. But it was born out of periods where I was financially handicapped.
Okay.
And I remember very well, I used to walk in the city, and I would take the bridge. I remember very well Blackfriars Bridge.
Okay.
Lunchtime, I won't have money. I won't have anything to eat for lunch. So I will walk, just to save face, I will walk across the bridge during lunchtime for 30 minutes and come back to the office as if I've eaten. Yes. And I remember on the day I got this song, I was walking across that bridge, and the devil I heard, that was the first, I've heard the devil speak, but that day I heard him loud and clear. He said, look at the Thames water. You see, you don't even have a penny to your name. You don't even have a pound to buy something from you. Jump in.
Wow.
I said, I reject and I refuse that. Even if I don't have a pound, even if I don't have a penny, I'm still not going to commit suicide. And God is still my God. I'm still going to serve God. And you see, over the years like that, the enemy has tried to, how will I call it? Is the economy financially, so I'm not able to do most of the things that God has, asked of me to do. And that song was not just a declaration to the devil himself and his co-host, but also an affirmation to God, telling God that, look, regardless of what is happening, I'm still going to serve you. And Satan, you have no part in it.
Wow.
I am not going to serve you. I'm not going to serve Mammon, and I'm not going to serve Mammon with God. I'm not going to serve Mammon at all. So it was a declaration. So, and it's something that I look to every time you try to, your mind is trying to derail whatever reason, I bring myself back, God and God's only.
And God's only. Wow. So just like you said, sometimes as an artist, this was what came to me this evening as well. When I was meditating this evening, oftentimes, a lot of artists and a lot of people, they have challenges and they have things. But oftentimes, when you look at, when we read the books of Psalms itself, we read about David in the book of Psalms, and those songs needs to minister to us first. Oftentimes, a lot of us are trying to write music or trying to do music for the world, but those music also has to touch our own life, our own self, before it can start to transform other people in their lives and in their generation. And that was one of the things God was saying to me. If a message is not being preached to you yourself, it won't minister to the other people. And so sometimes when we go through situations, when David wrote those psalms was a portrait of his own life and his relationship and his worship to God. So oftentimes a lot of people get carried away and they think, oh, it's about the music or it's about me reaching the crowd. But that music itself hasn't ministered to them. I don't know, has that been a feeling by you as well? Has that been something you can relate with?
For me, I relate to that very well, because many a times, even if I'm leading praise and worship, some of the songs other people write, I first sit down, I listen to it, and I listen to the words. When the words many a times resonate with me, it enters into my spirit, man, quickly. You understand me? And when I feel that it's not resonating, then I sit down and actually think about the words of what that person has written in that song, for me to be able to connect with the song. You understand me? So that when I come out and I want to lead people in praise and worship with that song, not only am I connected to God, I want them to be able to connect to God as well, because what I am singing, I have experience.
Definitely.
And I want them to experience it too.
The same thing. Wow. That is so awesome. Let me just, at this junction, mention a few people. Brother Andrew O says he loves your music. He's a big fan. I know online now on Zoom we have Brother Muiwa, and I don't know who's connecting on Samsung Galaxy, but somebody out there also is listening. And also we have a lot of comments going on Facebook, and they'll just be telling, your testimony and what you've been sharing has been a blessing to them. So if you weren't doing music, what would you be doing now?
Oh, actually, there's something I am doing now, and I'm doing it alongside with music. I look after children. I'm a registered childminder, so I love taking care of children.
Yes. Wow.
Apart from that, there are other things I am doing right now as well.
Wow. That is so wonderful. You see, a lot of people think it's only just music. A lot of people do, but we have to always do something on the side.
No. I'm a registered childminder as well.
Yes. Is there any other hidden talent that you got?
Hidden talent. I love traveling. I love taking rest. So I like to talk about places, that I've been to. That's one thing. I also like to dance. I love dancing.
You like dancing? Wow.
I love dancing. Whether it's not to anybody's taste, but it's okay for me.
Hallelujah. Praise God. That is wonderful. So what are your plans for the future after the lockdown?
Before the lockdown, you know, as you've seen, that was my first single. I've never released a single before. It's always been albums. At the moment, I'm still in the studio working on some other songs.
Okay.
I have about other 4 tracks that I'm working on to be released as singles later on, as time goes on, as God gives me the release to release them. And apart from that, I'll be having some, you know, it's an evening of worship, not a concert, just an evening of worship, sometimes towards the end of the year, which is in October here in Basildon. So it depends on, you know, how things go. Hopefully lockdown will be unlocked, and then we'll be able to, you know, connect with other people that I need to do. I'm just open to what God asks for me. But for now, that is what I can download from God, as in what to do next. But there are some other projects that I also get involved with, not necessarily here in UK, but in Nigeria as well, and in some other places.
Wow. So who would you like to collaborate with in the future? Who are some of the artists you have in mind of capture your attention in this decade, hopefully?
Where will that be? If you can be more specific, is that here?
Anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere. Okay.
Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere. Okay. Let's say first and foremost on my mind is Don Muen, because it's I've actually been fed a lot spiritually from his music. Okay. I would say another person, I'm not too sure of everybody in UK, but the person that comes to mind is Noel Robinson. Noel Robinson, and then in Nigeria, I have 2 or 3 or so on my mind, if it's Nigeria. I have Chioma Jesus. I love her music. Wow. Sinach, Kefe, and Kefe. Is it Kefe? Kefe. She sings in Yoruba most of the time. She's from.
Unfortunately, she's late now.
Is she?
God bless her. So yeah.
Wow, she went home real quick.
Yes.
Wow.
Bless her. So it's a good friend of mine as well.
I love the way she sings.
She sings,
you know, but if not, then I'll put Funmi Aragbaye there.
Okay. Wow. Those are wonderful people. Wow. So
have someone else in mind in South Africa. One of my friends who we've sang together for a number of years. So he's the pastor in South Africa. His name is Gideon Nelson. We've been friends since when I was 16. So we're both in our 50s, but I'm still looking forward to be able to collaborate with him.
Collaborate with him as well.
He is really anointed and he's really called of God. You know when you find people that you gel with and you understand each other's calling, we respect each other, is that kind of person.
Yes. All those people you mentioned as well, they are some of the people we're going to get on this show very, very soon. We're thinking of getting hold of them and bringing them on the show and bringing them live to people out there. What do you think is the impact of the internet on gospel music in itself today?
I would say it's quite positive because I felt it's positive first and foremost. It's easy access, and then I think also it's the limitation of the looking for money to produce CDs. To produce tapes that we used to do back then and things like that, and then to do video tapes. You don't need to do that anymore. You just need to have your master ones and then you upload it online. And then I believe the internet is quite good for independent
artists,
songwriters and artists that don't have a particular label. You understand, where they are doing things by themselves as God has led them and as God has enabled them financially. So I think the internet is absolutely, I would call it fantastic. It's positive, very positive. And apart from that, people can get your song anywhere in any part of the world. It's not like before where we get a phone call from Nigeria or so. I'm trying to get your CD, man. Da, 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 da. And now you can go on YouTube. You can go on any, any social platform. Just put the person's name on Google, and the person's song comes out to you. You can download it from wherever you are in the world. So, and on the phone, on the tablet, you can download the song, especially Spotify now. It's really, really a positive one, as I would say, especially for independent artists. It's very, very, very positive.
That is brilliant. So if somebody's listening to you now, they want to get, how would they want to get in touch with you, or they want to book you on a show, or they want to get hold of your CD, like you said, could you tell them which avenues or what platform or what website to go
on? At the moment, you cannot download my song on my website, but when you go on that website, it would redirect you to DJABBEYG. You can get the songs on DJABBEYG. You can get it on YouTube. You can get it on Spotify. You can get it on Deezer. You can get it on Google Music, Samsung Music, Amazon. So many outfits out there that you can get the song from. If you just Google Funmi Williams music, and it will come up, for all the digital avenues that you can. It's on iTunes. It's on Apple Music. So you can get the songs from anywhere, really. Just Google the music, Funmi Williams music, and it will show up. It will show up, definitely.
Okay, so what will be your last word to your fans before we wrap up tonight?
I want to say thank you very much for being out there, because I believe that when God gives us music, there are people that He gives us music for. Thank you for the opportunity to be able to be a blessing to you, and for us to be a blessing, to not just you, but to generations to come. So if there were none of you out there, listening to our music, we won't be able to make anything. It might not be a lot, but it's better than not having anything. So I want to say a big thank you for those who their lives have been touched, as well. I want to give glory to God for that, because there are many people that say, oh, God touched their lives through the songs. Most importantly, I want to please continue to give praise to God and continue to pray for us as well, not just myself, but as many people as in the music ministry, whether they are praise and worship leaders, whatever they are, that God, will just continue to strengthen us, help us to be focused, and actually lead us in the right direction, and, to be able to bring out music that actually connects people with God, most importantly. So I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you, Sister Funmi Williams, for coming on the show tonight. Just stay there. I'll just give them a few announcements. So again, you're listening to DJABBEYG. People, you're listening to DJABBEYG Lockdown Show. Still tuned every night. We're here from 9 in the evening with a new, different artist, different style, and every day we have an artist. Tomorrow we have another special artist, and on Friday, listen, friends, call your friends, call your enemies, call people around. On this show on Friday, we will have award-winning Mike Aremo on the show. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. And on Saturday, we have Tosi. And on Sunday, we have Tyro. So we have artists. And if you're an artist out there, you have a CD, you have a vision, you want to get your stuff out, please get in touch with me on Facebook, on Twitter, on all the various platforms. We're willing to put you on the show and showcase you and make you go viral, as people say out there. I see a few people online. Is it Brother Rahman, Brother Muiwa, Sister Yemi? Well, big shout out to you today. Thank you for supporting, and every other person out there listening. Please keep sharing these messages, keep sharing the videos with your friends. If you know somebody who is an artist out there, then it's a platform, connect them with us and we'll get them involved in it. It is Sister Funmi again. It is nice to have you on the show tonight. Like I said,
you.
on our website, go on Facebook. She's on, just Google her name, Funmi Williams. You find her all on the various platforms. Support her work, shares her work. She's a very good woman. Doing her for more than 15 years myself. And, go out there, support her, push her music, and may the Lord bless you and increase you more. And also, if you know a friend or somebody who is doing birthday, send me a text message, and we can do a birthday shout out for them as well on this show. So today we wrap up another wonderful show. Today, I know a lot of you, or some just are coming online right now just to see what is going on, or I wish this show was longer. Well, anyway, you keep on sharing. Keep on telling people about it, and we will be with you soon. So till then, till tomorrow again, another special guest in the house. Stay blessed, and the Lord continue to bless you. This is the artist for tomorrow. So
living can pray. Only the living can pray. Only the living can pray. So I praise His holy name. Only the living can pray. Only the living can pray. Only the living can pray. So I praise His holy name. Praising the Lord is what I love to do. He kept me alive to sing His praises. Praising the Lord is what I love to do. He kept me alive to show His glory. Only the living can praise. Only the living can praise. Only the living can praise. So I praise His holy name. The dead cannot praise. Only the living can. The dead cannot praise. Only the living can. The dead cannot praise. Only the living. So I praise His holy name.
So thank you for tuning in today. We'll see you tomorrow
See you tomorrow.
at 9.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. Thank you, Sister Funmi.
Thank you. Good night.